Exciting news! You're going to Egypt. Well, exciting if you're into all beach and no sea. I prefer the Mojave. The smell of the firing range, peyote, shallow graves. But enough about my childhood. Africa hasn't been a key action area for us since the 14th century BC. Now our sources say something big is going down in the desert. A real game changer. New England is so last week. The catch is that we'll have to work with Venice. The Council used to run the show, back when the Earth was flat and the sun revolved around Europe. These days they're all about being neutral observers, getting in the way of a good old-fashioned honor system. But until we find a way to speed up their slow descent into the ocean, it pays to use and abuse them. We scratch their back, they crack down harder on the Templars. It's a public service. The modern world is so over big swords and bad teeth. Hook up with the Venice envoy. Make nice. Find out what they know. If you have to make a mess, make sure you don't spill any on the Orochi group. They've been making a lot of noise about New England, and word is that their Egyptian operation has been compromised. They're likely to pin it on us if push comes to shove. I tell Orochi to go fuck themselves, but you know how it goes. They're the world's biggest transmedia conglomerate. Setting up a video conference regarding self-fucking would take forever. But that's only because it's true. They're still playing the X-Files cover-up games to keep the Muggles in the dark. The Illuminati know better. This is the age of information. Stealth is not about hiding, it's about inundating. We leak the truth. Then we leak whole zettabytes of other junk. Opposing data, similar data, nonsense data, ad nauseum. Mesmerism by cat memes. Hypnotized. Apathy for the win. The human brain has only so much bandwidth. Critical thought can actually OD on input. Bury the ultimate secret of the universe in the shallow grave of the 5th page of a Google search, and no one would ever find it. Cover-ups are so passé. We deal in paradigm construction. When the most powerful of us shed this cramping mortal coil, we'll ascend as zeitgeists. Paying attention? Because I'm giving you the teacher's edition of the playbook. In the industry, we like to call this grooming or vetting. End tangent. Back to point. Making the Council the brunt of all hilarity might have instilled the wrong attitude of underestimating them. That's a bad habit to get into. Word in the shadows is that someone has been stalling us from getting to Tokyo. Nanoseconds cost us. Something is rotten in Venice. Get there. Yesterday. Then get to Tokyo the day before that. Do or get done. This is starting to feel like we're getting done. By the fucking Council. We at the old firm of I, Heart, and Pyramid are never done. You look like you want to ask something. Don't. I caught a bullet for you. And people like you. Because you're an instigator. Yes, people have their place. They make neat dogs, but sometimes we need instigators. There's a war starting out there. And the Illuminati don't fight wars. Our fingers got burned too many times in the past. Now we work wars. Make them an aspirational concept for other guys to buy into. Supply and demand. Our demands. That's where you come in. From the data you stole, we've been clued in on a major Orochi operation in Eastern Europe. Get this. The backwoods of Transylvania. I know, right? Didn't even think that was a real place. The thing is, we're out of the loop. And that's really not a good look for me, or the company as a whole. Time to step up. The situation is perfect. It's the Stone Age, dial-up internet out there. What happens in vampire country stays in vampire country. So, brush up on your arimasans and your damares, because when the time comes, we need to deal with Orochi and with whoever was crazy enough to start all this. These pricks need to understand. The way the world ends is when we say it ends.